I'd like first to say hello, good morning to everybody. But before I do this, I wanted to reflect on some of the teachings of our older people who are not here anymore. And luckily, they talked to us when we were young so that we know something after they're gone. My great-grandfather one time was asked by a professor. He says, he came to our reservation and he says, I want to ask you, my grandfather was an old man. He says, professor said, you native people, when you say God or creator, what are you talking about? Can you define it, what it is? And he answered, he said, you need 200-300 years time to figure that one out. And he says, you need about 300 people to help you. And then he says this to him, you gotta count all the people in the world, even the baby that was born a second ago. Then you gotta count all the deers and the moose and every animal, big and small, in the whole world. Count all of them, and count every tree in the forest, every river, every star in the night sky, and on he went, great-grandfather. He said, and after 300 years of doing that, if you think you have counted everything that lives in our world, then you add that all up, and the total or the sum of all of that life is what we call God, our Creator. Wow, I says, I never heard that before, and I never forgot that either. So that means that the Creator is in you and me. He's in the tree, He's in the wind, He's in the stars. Everything that's life, that's Creator. Creator can be a human, He can be a buffalo, He can be a tree, because life is sacred. Creator is sacred. Never be afraid of the Creator. And so with that, when we say Creator, we're not talking about just a little old man. We're talking about the whole of the universe life, that power that made this universe that we live in. And so with that, I'm going to also do it again, what one of the chiefs did the other day, because of the heaviness here, when our children have not been returned, and also because in your village or your community where you come from, as in mine, we have lost our relatives just recently within the last year or two, and so we have to grieve them and mourn them and so on. That's the way we have to do it. And so because of that, sometime when you carry that, there's tears in your eye, and there's grief in your mind. It's heavy. And sometimes things get confused because of dust of death is on your mind. And so that's why that chief the other day talked about it, and he says this. And when long ago, when the one man was in real big grief 2,000 years ago, when the great law of peace came to the Haudenosaunee, that man lost all his daughters, and he was heartbroken because he lost all his daughters and his wife too. And so he walked and walked. He don't care if he dies, because everybody he loved has passed away. And he says, if there was somebody in the world who was so brokenhearted as I am brokenhearted today, this is what I would do for them. He's talking to himself. He was feeling sorry for himself. And so he said he found those wampum in a river bottom, and he strung them together. He says, this is what I would do. He said, with this wampum that I string together, my brother, my sisters, I will take from the very beautiful blue sky, I will take a feather, and I'm going to dust your ears, because the dust of death has fallen upon your ears, and it causes an obstruction to you, for you to hear your children and your family members to talk to you. Even if the birds sing, you can't hear them because the dust of death is in your ear. And so from the very beautiful blue sky, I take this eagle feather and I brush all your ears and I remove the dust of death so that tomorrow when you open the door of your home, you will hear the birds singing and the sounds of our Creator's life again. And my fellow people, my brother and sister, with that feather, I do that for you today. And then he says, when we have lost somebody we loved, whether it be our children or our aunt or our grandma or our mother in your community, he said the dust of death flew around and it landed in our eye. And when something lands in your eye, it causes tears, grief, and sadness. And so that's why we're here. And so we look around and there's tears in a lot of eyes. And so like 2,000 years ago, what we do is with that wampum, we strung it together, he said, and from the very beautiful blue sky, we take the soft deer, like a cotton, white, pure cotton. And to all of you who have tears in your eye caused by the loss and the grieving and sadness, I will take this beautiful deer's cloth like a cotton, and I wipe your tears from your eyes, so that tomorrow when you open the door of your home, you will feel the breeze and the wind, and you will see the beautiful sunshine and the beautiful things the Creator made where we live. So that again, you can see good. My brothers, I do that for you. I wipe your tears. And then he says, also, he says, when we lost and we are in grief for my loved ones, he said, there is a grief and a sadness. It got stuck in our throat. And when we want to talk, instead of talking, we cry because of it stuck in there. And when we want to eat or drink, it don't go down right because it's stuck in there. So he says, with that wampum, he said, I strung it. He said, what I would do if somebody was as sad as I am, from the very beautiful blue sky, I would take the medicine water, and my brother and sister, I will give it to you in a symbolic, spiritual way that you may drink it. And it will dislodge that grief and that sadness because you're grieving. It will go down. And then now, tomorrow, when you open the door of your house, you will be able to talk without crying. And when you eat the food, it will go down and you will have a good life. And so with that, my brothers, from the ancient ways of our old people, when we are sad, that's what the Creator said to do for our fellow people of our village, our community. And so with this great conference, the sadness, I hope that even if just for one day, it'll help lift your grief so that you can see again all your relatives that lives today. And so with that, I'm going to begin now and say to our Creator, and you remember what Creator is in the Old England? It's not just one man or one human. It's all life in its total, the biggest power in the whole universe. And so he is the one that removed all obstacles from way from British Columbia, Manitoba, Alberta, everywhere, so that when we came here, there would be no stone to trip us or make us fall, that we will all arrive safely. And so as I look here, this big sea of good people, like an ocean of goodness, he brought us here with no injury, no hurt. We are safe. And so for that, in the front of us, we'll put many thank yous, many greetings, and many love. And you and I will pick that big thank you, greetings, and love, and throw it high into the universe. We say, Creator, thank you. You brought us together to this place. We see each other. Thank you, Creator. And our mind is a greet, and then you will say, To. And then it is now we put our mind to the earth. And at the beginning, the Creator said the earth is a woman, and the earth is our mother, the earth. And he says the earth will give you birth, your mother. And when you are given birth, the earth will nourish you from her body. She will nurse us. That's the gardens of corn and beans and watermelon, berries and all kind of things. Every day, from morning to night, every day she feeds us so we won't get hungry. And since the beginning of time, our mother has never faltered what the Creator told her. She has been the most loving mother because she never threw us away. She never abandoned us because we're her children. And so because of that, I'm going to ask all of us today in a spiritual, symbolic way that before us in this space we put many layers of thank you, many layers of kindness, and many layers of greetings and love. And you and I will pick it up. All of us, we pick it up. Stacked, layered of thank you and kindness. And we gently give it to our mother, the earth. And we say, Mother Earth, thank you. You never throw us away. You're still our mother today. And our mind is agreed. And we all sit tall. And then the Creator, what he did, he made the waters and the creeks and the rivers and the lakes, and he put a spirit in the water. Then he talked to the water. He said, from the top of the mountains and the hills, from the rain and the snow, and then it will come down through the valleys where the Mohawks live, the Crees, the Ojibways, the Lakota, the Irish, the Russians, everybody that lives, the deers and the birds. And when you pass where they live, you will quench their thirst every day. And so every day we drink the cold water, and we feel hope that there will be life tomorrow. What a wonderful thing the Creator did when he made the water. And that's why we have to respect water. Always never forget to acknowledge the water. Because if we do, they will forget us, and we will not. Our thirst will never quench. And so to all the waters in the whole world, you and I, before us in this space, will put many thank you and greetings and love layers. And you and I will pick it up, and we throw some of it to the east and north and south and west. So every creek and every river and every lake and every ocean will receive our thank you and our love today for the quenching of our thirst yesterday. And so that the quenching of our children's thirst tomorrow, it will still be. And to the waters we say thank you, and our mind is agreed. And the people said, "Oh." And then it says also, I planted food on the Mother Earth, wild potatoes and leeks and all kind of wild carrot and turnip, all kind of food. You don't have to plant it. It grows by itself for the animals and for the people. And then he gave us the 3 sisters and all their cousins that we can domestically plant every year. And so last year everything grew good. And they canned it up and dried it up and put it away. So no matter how deep the snow it comes, we will have food. Oh, what a wonderful plan the Creator did. It's still going. And so to all the things that grows, all the vegetables and food and berries and trees, make maple syrup, all things that grow in the world, we put it together as one. And here we have a layer of thank you, greetings and love till it touches the ceiling. And then you and I will pick it up and throw it to every direction. So every tree, every garden things, every plant that grows by himself, every berries, every medicine will receive our thank you because they're still helping us today the way the Creator told them to do. And so to those life, we say thank you, and our mind is agreed, and the people said, "To." And then it is also I like this one, the best one. Grandma, she said, the Creator said to us, I put you on this Mother Earth, you and me, talking about us. And I want you to be happy as you are on the earth, the Mother Earth. I want you people to smile and laugh from ear to ear to show me your Colgate smile 3 times minimally a day. He wants to see you laugh 3 times a day, Mother Earth and our Creator. And my grandmother said, if we don't do that, then there's no use that we were born, because the Creator didn't intend us for our bottom lips to drag on the ground as we walk the earth. And so the Creator said He made the birds, and He put all kind of beautiful colors on their feathers. And as you and I walk the earth, they fly and zoom by our head to show us their beauty. And then He gave the robins a beautiful song, and the sparrows a beautiful song, and all the morning dove a beautiful song. And He told the birds, He says, and I chose the eagle to be your chief, and he will bring joy to you. He will sing for you. And He told the birds, every morning you will face the east as the dawn of a new day comes, and you will sing your hundreds of beautiful songs. And when the people hears you singing, and the deers and the bears and the moose hears you singing, and the trees, you, the birds, will shake their minds up so that boredom and lonesomeness will not find a home in their body. And so if you get up early every morning, no matter how cold it is, you will hear them singing. They never forgot. Never forgot. And so to those birds and the eagle, we say thank you for bringing joy and reminding us of how beautiful the world is the Creator made for you and me. To the birds of the world, we say thank you with love. And our mind is agreed, and the people said, Toll. And then it is also to the 4 winds, north, east, south, and west. I like that when our elders say that. They said because when our Mother Earth gets tired of giving birth by the millions every day, and then she's got to nurse them and feed them every day, she gets tired. And so when Mother Earth gets tired, the old brother wind of the east and the north brings a white blanket of snow and covers our Mother Earth's body so she can rest from her exhaustion. And when she has sufficiently rested, the other wind of the south and the west will gently remove the white blanket of snow. That's what's happening now. And then pretty soon on Mother Earth's body, wall to wall green grass and flowers of every color and every great smell will fill the air, and little baby Ojibwes are born. Little baby Crees are born. Little baby Irishmen are born. Little baby deers. And the world is beautiful again. So to the 4 winds that do their job so that we may live and all life may live, we send our thank you, our greetings, and our love, and our mind is agreed. And the people said, Toll. And then it is also in the sky, the Creator made 2 suns. One He called it our old brother's sun. And He told him to shine the light. And my grandma, when I was a little boy, said to me, I give it to you, what she said, the light of the sun is the Creator's fingers and His hands and His arms. The light of the sun, the rays of the sun. And every morning, no matter you and me, the light of the sun finds us. And the light of the sun, which is His finger, His hand, and His arms. And if we're laying on a bed or it's already up at dawn, that light of the sun caresses our whole body from our head to our feet. And Grandma said, why? Because He's our Father and He loves us. And He doesn't forget one person that light have surrounded and caressed you, because that's the Creator. What a wonderful way to understand. And so to the sun, who is the hand of our Creator that makes all food grow, every child to grow to a man and a woman, every tree get to be big. To the sun, we say thank you, oh brother sun, you're a miracle. We say thank you with love, and our mind is agreed. To our grandma, the moon, who regulates all women every month, who opens the door of our birth and our children's birth, to the nations who are born of the world, Grandma Moon, we say thank you for our birth and our children's birth, and our mind is agreed, and the people, they say, to. Then to the stars that beautify the night sky. And again, Grandma said, even if we forgot our teachings, we're not blind. So every night when we look in the sky, we see the stars in the dark night sky. And if you took all the artists in all the world, none of them can make such a beautiful picture the way the Creator put the stars in the night sky. So even if we forgot everything of our original teaching, we're not blind. We see the beauty of the stars in the night sky, and that's sufficient enough reason to send our thank you and our greetings and our love to every star in the night sky. And so we do that now, and our mind is agreed, and the people, they said, to. And then it is our Creator who made, and He signed 4 sacred beings. We call them the 4 sacred beings, for north, south, east, and west, the sky dweller beings. And they're the ones that when we forgot our instructions, as we will do, because we're humans, we forget, especially when you're over 50 years old. If you don't know what I'm talking, wait next week, you'll know. And so when we forget as a people, the Creator sends one of those 4 sacred beings as a peace prophet to remind us and to get back on our spiritual road so that we will always be grateful. That's the one that came to see our chiefs. He's the one that came and brought us our great law. They're the ones that gave us our ceremonies, our clans, our water drums, everything we have that's sacred. Those 4 sacred beings is the one gave it to us from the Creator when we forgot. And so to them we say thank you, and our mind is agreed, and the people say to. And then finally we get now back to our Creator. And remember what the Creator is all of life in its total, not just a human, but He can be, or He can be a tree. And that's why when visions come, sometimes it's the wind, sometimes it's a tree, sometimes it's a buffalo. Because the Creator is so powerful, He always comes through dreams. He can't come direct. Because if we see Creator too powerful, Grandma said, we will die just like that. Too much power. And so always He comes through a different dream. And so all our elders from the past who have taught us these original instruction, to all the ones that we try to become the next elder, I hope we can do half as good of a job as they did. And to the future of our children that remains, again, we ask the Creator and Mother Earth that they will help you the way they helped us in my generation. And so this is a miracle, this conference. Everybody that came here, you are a miracle. And I want to quote, before I finish this opening, what the old man, Ira Benedict, that's Brian, I don't know where Brian's sitting, that was his grandpa's brother. He was our chief for the Bear Clan, for the Hanakali unit title for over 60 years. He was our leader when I was a little boy. And when he goes and does this opening at our long house when I was young, here's what he does. He looks at every woman and he goes around like that. Every woman, no man, just woman. Then he finishes and he says, every woman from the oldest woman, middle-aged, to the youngest woman here are the most beautiful women in all the world are right here today. Isn't that wonderful? He said that. And then he says, now I'm going to look from here and I'll go around. This time I'm just going to look at the men, the oldest man, middle-aged, to the teenager guys. and I find out that all the men here are the most handsome men in all the world. And so when you put the most beautiful women and all the handsomest men in the world, they're all right here, and that's you he's talking about. What a miracle. And so with one mind, you and I, on behalf of our kids, on behalf of our children never came home, because they're listening, we send our love, our thank you, and our greetings, and we pledge that if you fall, we'll help to pick each other up. With that, I say thank you that we have the power, and we send our last big thank you, multiple greetings and love to our Creator for this miraculous meeting. And with that, our Creator, we say thank you that you gathered us here at this conference, and our mind is agreed, and the people, they say, to. And so with that, I have officially opened this day, Yahweh.